Today on the channel, you better watch out, because I'm a war machine, as today we've got the throwback fan channel exclusive War Machine.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today we've got the fan channel exclusive War Machine. But remember, for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description below or discount code Kyle to save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 does ship free. But today we got the War Machine here, and I love me some War Machine. I love the Creatures of the Night song way back in the day from Kiss. I also love the character. Now, my first incarnation of War Machine was about the time these original figures were released back in the 90s. As I was reading some comic books, War Machine, I wasn't an Iron Man reader, but War Machine, you knew of him. I knew enough to be dangerous, of course. I remember he had his own little series. I was reading a little of that. I was dabbling in the War Machine, but not so much the Iron Man for whatever reason. But of course, War Machine did play a part in the old cartoon here, the Marvel Action Hour, I believe it was called. And then we had this toy line, and I absolutely love the Iron Man toy line. I hope this throwback packaging continues. We get some more of those guys. What was that, like, Knight guy? Dread-Knight, I think was his name, something like that. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see Crimson Dynamo. I'd love to see Titanium Man. There's a lot of figures from that line that would be really cool. Whiplash. I'd love to see him as well in this line. So I'm hoping there's a little bit more meat on the bones. We did see the Hasbro PulseCon just recently. We are getting the Iron Man, which is kind of a twofer, a little bit of a video game, a little bit of this. But we are getting some figures, so hopefully that does continue into 2023, because I love these nostalgic 90s ones redone in 2023. The packaging, you name it. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, look at that packaging. Man, oh man, that Iron Man logo, that's what I think of. The packaging here, a beautiful one. Of course, this is somewhat of a re-release. We will compare that to the deluxe Iron Man, or I should say War Machine, from a couple years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago now. I believe it might have even been a Target exclusive, or at least it was easy to get at Target. I remember that. But we do got the graphics there. The purple really does pop on the packaging here. Absolutely love that. On the back, you got UPCs, you got warnings, you got all that kind of stuff. We do get a little blurb up there. I love a little blurb, so we'll read that here in a second. And then you do get the little diagram thing, the old 90s diagram. So without further ado, let's see what's doing with old War Machine. Marvel's War Machine is very wordy here, so hang with me. Veteran Avenger and Air Force Colonel James Rhodes, aka War Machine, is one of the few people Tony Stark trusts with a version of his Iron Man armor. Okay, I thought it was really wordy. No, it's just a bunch of different languages. So that's it. That's all I got to read there. So that's okay. But besides that, not a lot going on. It does show the accessories, where they go, things like that. Very, very cool. So without further ado, we're going to get off to the races here. We're going to unbox this. This would be awesome. If I had the space for these retro figures to hang them on card, I would. Because at heart, I am an on-card guy. It's just nobody has as much room, or at least I don't, that's for sure. But very, very cool. See you later, Spider-Man style. Very awesome. I love it. See you later, packaging. You will be missed. And you truly will be missed, packaging. Now we get old War Machine. Very cool. A lot of effects, a lot of big guns, as should be with a War Machine, as we're losing them already. Pop these bad boys out. Pop these effect pieces out. I got to figure out where I'm going to display this guy. If I'm going to have a retro shelf, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I guess that's the pain of collecting. You got to figure out where you're going to put this stuff. There it is. See you later. I think I have my original version with my West Coast Avengers is where I have that placed. But we'll see. We'll figure it out, and I'll have it on a display tour one of these days on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to this very channel. You don't want to miss a video. But all right, let's look at these accessories first. Let's get down to it. He does have open hands here. He's got one open hand on him, one open hand here. He's got a fisted hand. He's got a fisted hand here. I'm all in on that. That's a good mix. Always love these hands because you can put the effect pieces in there, so that's always good for your War Machines, your Iron Mans, things like that. You do get 3 separate missiles here. They're very kind of a bright orange 90s missile color. I do like that. And then we get this effect piece. And as we know, because this is a re-release, you can put these into the effect piece. So I always think that is a really cool thing. So you can take them off, put them on, choose your own missile adventure, as we'll say right now here on the channel. But very cool, and of course these plug into these. We'll do that here in a second. Then you get these big old cannon blasters that go up on his shoulders. They got the peg holes in them. They're all black, no extra color. Outside of the scope and the front, you get a little bit of blue to it. But besides that, all black. But does look very, very good. Once again, you get another accessory here, another blast effect you can put on. So you get a blast effect for both of them, or don't use them. Choose your own effect adventure on this one. So then you get down to the War Machine figure. And you better watch out, because I'm a war machine, as Kiss was saying once upon a time. And then Taz used that in his wrestling theme, as we all know, back in the ECW days. So, very interesting song, very interesting band, old Kiss. If you ever heard of them, check them out maybe one of these days. But let's break down this Iron Man figure. And boy, this head, Iron Man. How about War Machine, Kyle? Get it straight. Get your guys straight here. Let's check out this War Machine. I love the blue. It does match the cannons and the guns here. You get the blue on the chest. You get the blue up there on the head on the little scope piece. I think that looks really nice. I love the extra weapons here that are firmly attached. I always think that is really cool, so we have that over there. We talked about the hands. You pin these bad boys right up top. They just plug into the ball joint, and you're off to the races. Very tight fit. You got to really get them in there, but they do move when you have them on there, so that is really nice. This is a fabulous figure. Like I said, we've walked through this before. I'm not sure if we reviewed the original one on the channel or if that predated my channel. I'm not really sure, but I guess check it out if you want to. If you want to see Kyle with shorter hair, it would be up there, or it's not up there. But they do plug in perfectly there. I love the black color on the armor here. The black looks really good against that very, very pale, milky white color of, I want to say the skin, but that's not right. It's not the skin. But very, very cool. Unfortunately, we didn't get an extra head here. It would have been cool to get a roadie head that you can pop in and out, but we can live without that. I think that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It does have the nice buckle here, the belt buckle. A lot of sculpting into this throughout, but not a lot of color to it. It's just plain black sculpt throughout. So if you're a customizer, you could really dance all over this thing, clean this up pretty good. It does look really good, though. It looks really clean. It looks minimalistic, but clean at the same time. So I really like that look. Of course, you got the black boots throughout. Articulation-wise, you got the arms go all the way around. You are limited a little bit. It does kind of scuff, so you could maybe possibly scuff up the side of the ribs there because you've got those shoulder gauntlets. They get in the way just a hair, just a hair. You got the double jointed pinless elbows. You guys know I'm all about that. We do get the fists that are removable. The head, back and forth, side to side. Some good movement on the head. A little bit limited in the front, but a lot more than you would expect it would as far as head movement here. You do get an ab crunch, and you do get a waist turn there, so I like that. You can do the big old War Machine splits. You got the thigh cut. You got the double jointed knees. They are not pinless. No boot cut here, but you do get ankles side to side, back and forth. Does look pretty good with that. So let's see, does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? We always like to do that stand test as well. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on your stands. Fits like a glove. Look at that. Look at that. All day long he fits there. So we always love that. It's interesting he has the projectile hands here, but he doesn't have anything to projectile out with. So that is a little bit strange. I guess you can get some effect pieces from some of the other Iron Man figures, things like that. Bring them over, plug them in. It was a way of them saving money, too, by not giving those pieces again to us. So it is what it is. I guess depends how you feel about that. These do fit on, of course, just like that. They fit, plug right in. You just got to get them the right way. Let's see, can I put in there? There we go. So you can pop those bad boys up there if you want, or choose your adventure. Don't use the effects, or don't even use the cannons. You can do what you ever want. It's your toy at the end of the day. But boy, I do like this one. He does look really clean. It does have a sweet throwback features to the old 90s goodness, the old Marvel Action Hour. I like this a lot. But of course, we do have the other War Machine. I think a War Machine, more people, when they think of War Machine, they probably think of this one first. And I get that, but this is a good one too. Boy, I don't know. This could really double in as your MCU one. It could also work as your comics. Really can't choose your own adventure, where this one is comics all day long. But either way, both of these are very cool. I have to have both these in my collection. There's no doubt about it. Obviously going to be in different shelves for me, but it's just too cool. With the attachments, the effect pieces, the blast effects, this is just speaking a 90s Kyle's vibe, and it's also 2022 Kyle's vibe as well. So very, very cool War Machine. I'm all in on this one. And like I said, it is a fan channel exclusive. So the Entertainment Earths of the world, the GameStops, I don't even think Amazon has this, so you're pretty limited in where you can pick this up. This isn't going to be at Target. This isn't going to be at Walmart. So if you want it, you got to go to the Entertainment Earth, and you can save with discount code Kyle, as I always say. But War Machine, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all day long. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking this one up? You playing the long game? You passing? Let me know your thoughts on War Machine, Fan Central, Marvel Legend in the comments down below. Of course, like this video. You made it this far. You might as well like it. Helps the channel when you give it the old thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day and then some. And of course, the Patreon channel for this video, early access to it, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, you name it, it's all over there on the Patreon. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for War Machine, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.